This week on the Dirthead Shed, we're testing out another bargain of a mountain bike, the Ozark Trail fs.2 Slalom. Love it or hate it, I think it's awesome. Some assembly required. Ozark Trail, fs.2 Slalom in a small. Let's get this thing going. Hopefully I didn't underestimate how much time I gave myself. It is 1 o'clock right now, and it gets dark about 3:30. And I want to go ride this thing today. Come on out of there. There it is, fresh out of the shipping box. This should be fun, hopefully a quick build. They usually come pretty well put together. Let me grab some flesh cuts so we can cut all these zip ties and start throwing this thing, throwing it together. Kind of getting into it. Packaging's all peeled off of it. Bars are on, seat is in place. And what else? Component box that it came with. Has some tools, I'm going to use those to put it together. Let's get this front wheel on here. What do we got? Still got one piece of paper on there. Sun Tour XCM30s. I think these might be the same forks I had on my old Ozark Trail bike. Looking like a proper mountain bike already. I'm not putting the plastic pedals on that it came with. I got a set of aluminum pedals, also from Ozark Trail. These things are only 15 bucks. I've run them before and they've been really good, so I'm gonna throw them on here. I like riding pretty hard and it's gonna be a little bit muddy out there, so I wanna make sure my feet aren't slipping off on the plastic ones. All right, let me throw this together and we should be about ready to go ride. Cool. This thing looks pretty legit. Definitely needs some air in the tires. This thing's gonna ride great. There it is, finished product. Got the pedals on, adjusted the bars where I want them. The shifters and brakes, all that stuff was all good where it came from. Like out of the box, this thing was legit, probably only 20 minutes to put together. Really cool. All right, I'm gonna throw it in my Suzuki and we'll go rip this thing, see how it does. Here we go, first ride. Let's see what this thing's all about. Haven't even shifted this thing yet. Raise the seat up a little bit. I cut the post down a little so I can't raise it up quite as high as it'll let you. I put a little bit of anti-seize on there I probably shouldn't have. Here we go. This thing has a Shimano Q's setup. So I think it's just a 9-speed, but at least it's good quality stuff. Man, it's been a while. I haven't been out hardly at all this year. This thing feels like it's gonna be good. Here we go, first kind of chunky stuff. Let's go jump it off something. Nice. This thing's good. This thing is good. Let's try the big drop. Not bad. I cranked the preload dials on the fork a little bit. See if that does anything. It seems pretty good. Bedding in these brakes too. All right, let's see how she does. Let's see if we can tighten this thing up a little bit. Oh, we need to go loose. Get the shifter all dialed in. Cruising up this long grind of an uphill. And this bike actually climbs pretty well. This bike's cruising right along. I haven't ridden nearly enough this season. And it's winter now. We just got a break in the weather for like a day. We had a bunch of rain yesterday. It's supposed to start raining a bunch tonight. So today is kind of hero dirt. It's actually not muddy at all. It's just kind of like damp and good. Let's keep grinding this thing up to the top of this mountain so we can talk more about if you need one or not. Whew. For me, I just need more exercise, more seat time. All right, we'll get to the top. Here we go. Got to the top of the hill. This is going to be my first ever interactions with this bike. First ever review, first impressions. And I think it's great. For a $498 bike, it's a bargain at that price. It is so cool. Here's the thing that kind of trips me out though on the people that are buying these bikes and reviewing them and doing all the things about them. I feel like everybody's trying to compare this thing to a $1,000 bike or a $1,500 bike or even I don't know. That's kind of where the bikes in this category would start, you know? A full suspension with a decent group set and good geometry. It seems like that bike should start at $1,000 or so. And this one comes in at half that price. So you've got to kind of appreciate it for what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's got sort of a low buck fork on it and it's got a low buck shock. I came into this thinking that this shock was going to be absolute garbage, and I don't think that's the case. It seems to ride pretty well. It actually moves under my weight, but it doesn't move too much. It climbs well. It could use a little bit more gearing option, but I don't think that's going to stop anybody from riding and enjoying this thing. It's got good brakes on it. You know, people are always like, first thing you got to do is throw hydraulic disc brakes on it. I feel like these mechanical disc brakes are pretty adequate. Like it actually is stopping pretty well for not even having really bed these brakes in. Of course, we have just been going uphill. We're about to go down and we'll find out if they're good or not there. But yeah, first impressions, absolutely stoked on this thing. There's a couple of quirks that I would change, but we're not going to get into that yet. We're going to go enjoy this thing for what it is. All right, let's go down the hill and let's jump. Let's jump some stuff because that's really why I got this, because I kind of want like a kind of scrappy thrasher jump stuff bike. Grab my helmet. Let's go see how it does. This will be one of my quickest sort of review videos, partly just because it is a small window of opportunity and I really want to get this video out before Christmas. Woohoo! Rad. Oh yeah, this thing's good. I'm not going off that. I don't think this is my trail. Yeah, this isn't the one I want to be on. I need to get down past this and get over to Stalingrad. Woo. The brakes are a little suspect, but not terrible. They're 2-finger, they're not 1-finger braking. But I feel like I'm not doing these big jumps. Not yet. Oh, yeah, I probably didn't need to go off that. Oh, twisted the bars back. Hang on. Well, I went off something I wasn't ready to and landed it pretty dang hard. The bike didn't do anything weird. As kind of low buck as these forks are, they're tough, that's for sure. We'll go hit this trail up. This one should get us over to Stalingrad, which is kind of a medium hard trail I've done a handful of times. Here we go. Oh, cased that. Yeah. Not bad. That dude was fully getting after it. Maybe I need lights. I can do better. I think I was ripping. Ripping. Here we go. There's a few puddles here and there. Yeah. This bike is moving out. Woo. A little hot into that puddle. That was cool. Trying not to hit my head on that tree. Yeah. This thing is ripping. Yeah, this thing's good. Big heckin' rock roll here. Nice. Nice. Definitely stretched out the brake cables a little bit on that. Looks like we're officially out of daylight. How do you guys think the Ozark Trail fs.2 Slalom did? I think I'm a fan. It's a good bike. For the $100 more that it is than the Ridge, it's a bargain. I think it's $100 more is all. Anyways, for the $498 that this thing costs, it's a bargain. It's a good platform to start building off of if you do want to upgrade. It seems to have geometry in check. It's got good enough components to where you don't have to change everything. I'm gonna probably switch out the fork on this thing, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about the rear shock. I kind of don't hate it. It seems like it worked pretty well for me. The bars and grips and stem, all that stuff's pretty good. Even the seat is comfortable, so definitely not a cheap like department store bike that you feel like you have to change everything about. It's about 2 weeks before Christmas right now. I think if you're looking for some last minute Christmas gift, this would be a pretty good one. Heck, if you have a 14-year-old son or something, or daughter that wants to get into biking and you're worried about them riding a little too hard for an inexpensive bike, this one should be able to grow with them, and it's not going to break the bank right out of the gate. Quick little spec, go over this thing. 29-inch tubeless ready wheels, Kenda tires, has tubes in it right now, 9-speed with a Q's drivetrain. It's a cassette style through axle in the rear, boost spacing, 180 millimeter disc brakes. It is a horse link design on the rear suspension. Does not come with a dropper post. Comes with a coil sprung rear shock with a rebound adjustment. It's sprung at like 850 pounds, which seems ridiculous, but I kind of enjoyed it. I put Ozark Trail aluminum pedals on it. They were, I think, $15 online. Comes with lock-on grips. Comes with separate brake and shifter mechanism, so if you wanted to upgrade your brakes, you don't have to mess with the shifter at the same time. SR Suntour XCM30 forks. This is kind of an entry-level coil-sprung fork, but they're tough as all get out, so you can ride it pretty hard even if it's clunking around a little bit. Tapered head tube, which is really important if you want to upgrade to a different fork. What else do we got? 180 millimeter disc brake in the front as well. These are mechanical discs, so they have a cable rather than hydraulics to actuate them. A lot of people say brakes are pretty quick on the upgrade need. I feel like that might be right. I was kind of riding beyond their means tonight. So really cool bike. Really cool bike. I'm glad I finally bought this thing, and I got it on sale, $448. So glad I forked over that, and the 15 bucks for the pedals. Really stoked that I can finally give a review on this thing, and I can see for myself if I like it. And for the money, I definitely like it. It's a good bike. I think that's it for this Dirthead Shed. We'll see you guys next time. Oh, I'm going to put a link in the description for this bike if you're interested. I'm 5'9", 170 pounds-ish, and I ordered the small just because I wanted the low standover height. But I think if I did it again, I would get the medium because I would want more seat post insertion. That's my 2 cents, but the small rides really well. All right, we'll catch you guys later. See you next week. Underdog bikes are the best, I think. All my bikes are kind of underdogs. This one fits right in. I love it.